Good morning, welcome to my channel. I am, of course, Emily, Dairy Girl Fitness. I'm so happy to have you here, and as you can see, we've got the morning look going on, and I promise I'm not going to look like this the whole video, but just keeping it real. Just woke up, and this is part of my day. This is part of my full day of eating. So just taking you through the whole process, and you're really just going to get to see, kind of some of the staples that make up my eating, some of the habits I have that set me up to feel my best throughout the day, and how I really just hit, protein, fiber, getting enough nutrients in the day to really feel and perform my best, throughout my day, but also within the gym. So I'm excited to show you. Gonna be going over some recipes as well, and let's get it going. Good morning. First thing, before I do anything else, well, I've already made my bed and everything like that, but first thing I do for me, I chug a ton of water. So as soon as I wake up, I'm trying to chug like at least 20 ounces just right off the bat, get things going, get my water intake started, get things moving. But you gotta start on your goals early. So cheers. All right, y'all, so still getting my morning voice adjusted, but I chugged some of my water. Again, like I said, I chugged like 30 ounces right off the bat, so this is half a gallon. So I drink at least 2 of these a day, so I'm hitting, over a gallon of water each day. Just allows me to feel my best, and water is important, so recommend drinking that. Honestly, if you have a hard time drinking it, get yourself a big jug like this. And so now, I'm going to first get my coffee ready. And so, because it's fall, y'all know your girl's going the basic route. I'm going for the pumpkin spice things, the fall things, because I think they're delicious. So, look at what I found. I found Chobani pumpkin spice creamer, and I love creamers like Chobani. There's Fairlight, Natural Bliss, and I even think the Starbucks ones, but I only go for creamers that are real milk and cream because I'm dairy girl. Plus, it's just, less added junk in here. It's like straight up, it's just milk, cream, sugar, and some natural flavors. And this one is really good. And so I do count my macros. So obviously, like, I weigh everything out, and I am gonna cut right now, which means I'm in a calorie deficit. So my calories are just a little bit lower. So I am just a little bit more, I don't want to say strict. I just am a bit more accurate, I guess you could say, with my tracking and my weighing of food. So I do a tablespoon of creamer. And then right now, I have a lot of different coffee flavors that we've been curing, but right now, what I've been drinking a lot of is the Basic AF pumpkin spice coffee from Coffee Over Cardio. And this is a medium roast. It's really good. I think medium roast is kind of what I enjoy. Just dark roast is too much. So for that, I have my reusable K-cup filled up. And then I'm gonna make myself brew myself some coffee. And now, while that brews and gets ready, I'm going to drink my morning supplements. So, I'm so sorry. Oh, so loud. So, supplements. They are not necessary. They're not going to be the thing that makes or breaks your progress. But on top of kind of dialing in on my nutrition to where I'm still making sure I'm hitting all my goals with like whole nutrient-dense foods, and it's protein, fats, carbs, fiber, and just a lot of the vitamins, minerals. I aim to get a lot of those in through whole foods. Then on top of that, I still do like to get in some supplements within the morning just to make sure I'm filling any gaps that I'm possibly missing, with my regular diet. And so I'm taking the Bomar Nutrition greens. These are the lemon greens, and I swear y'all, these are delicious. It literally tastes like green tea. And these have 13 vegetable and fruit sources, so I love this. It's my fave. And I just take a multivitamin gummy. These things are delicious. I could almost eat the whole bottle if I really wanted, but that's not good. Don't do that. Then I take Bomar Nutrition fish oil, just because I know I don't eat a lot of seafood or anything like that to potentially get in some omega-3s. Probiotic, gut health is very important. Gut health is kind of like, you know, the hub for your body to make sure everything else is running correctly. So this can help just getting that good bacteria in there. And then magnesium, because a lot of women are deficient in magnesium, especially if you're on birth control. And this can just help with, you know, muscle health and just making sure that you feel your best in that way. Oh, my sweater was caught. And also, a lot of the days I will also mix in half a scoop or a scoop of the Bomar collagen with my greens, but I've pre-logged all my food and I've already hit my protein goal for the day. So don't need that in the morning, as collagen is a protein. Here we go. And now, perfect timing. My coffee is ready. And also, guys, I found this really awesome find at TJ Maxx. It is the skinny syrups, which I've seen people post about before, but 0 calories, 0 sugar. I mean, obviously it has some like artificial colors in there. It has artificial ingredients, has some sucralose, but it's really good. It's pumpkin cheesecake. So if you need a little bit more flavor to your coffee and you need it a little bit more macro friendly, simple syrups, pumpkin cheesecake specifically, if you're a fall girl like me, highly recommend. What's up? I am back and actually ready for the day now. No more pimple cream. Put a little makeup on today. Actually brushed my hair. I don't know what got into me. It must have been this YouTube video. But I'm about to start cooking breakfast. It's around 10 a.m. This is typically when I like to have breakfast, my first meal, just because I am in a cut, aka a calorie deficit. Again, I have lower calories for the day, and so I kind of like to push that first real meal to a little bit later in the day. And this is just a personal preference to where I have my first meal around like between 10 and 11, and then that means I get to push some of my other foods a little bit, you know, later in the day to where I can have a few bigger meals and then also some snacks at night, and then also bigger meals and snacks around my workout as well. And I'll give you my macros, but again, this is something that is completely tailored and customized to me. This is not something you should follow just because maybe we're the same weight, the same height, we look the same, it doesn't matter. Completely customized to me, but I'm aiming for around 145 grams of protein. I'm right around like 175, 180 grams of carbs, and around 50 grams of fat. And so those are the current macros I'm aiming for. That's the lowest I've gotten within this cut. And honestly, I could go lower to see a little bit more results within my cut, but I really don't want to lower my food because I love my food. I will probably be ending this cut soon. I've been in it about 3 to 4 months with some breaks in between because of vacation. And then I'll be going into a maintenance and reverse phase, which basically means I'm going to slowly increase my calories. And so today I'm gonna have one of the meals I have a lot of. I'm gonna turn that off. But I'm going to be having Joseph's Ladder Trap. These are incredible. They're low carb, lower carb, they're high fiber, and even a little bit higher in protein. Then I'm gonna have half a cup of egg whites, and then I'm gonna do a Laughing Cow like cheddar cheese wedge. So I'm gonna do like a little egg white wrap, and then I'm also going to be doing some fruit and cottage cheese on the side. So good culture cottage cheese. This stuff is the goat. I get the one that's already mixed with fruit, so I get the strawberry cottage cheese, and I also get the peach cottage cheese. 17 grams of protein in this little thing. It's delicious. Then I'm gonna pair it with fruit. I'm gonna do raspberries and kiwi today, and that's kind of a very typical breakfast for me. Sometimes I'll do oatmeal and I'll mix that with cottage cheese, maybe some fruit, maybe some peanut butter. But when I'm looking at breakfast, I want to get in protein, And then, I want to get in some micronutrients with fruit, get in some carbs, and then, fat. There's a little bit within the cottage cheese and a little itty bitty with this cheese wedge. But really just trying to make my meals high volume, really trying to get in a ton of nutrients for lower calories so I can basically eat more throughout the day, if that makes sense. And also, don't knock until you try, but I also put cinnamon on my eggs, typically just my egg whites. It's delicious. So, here we go. And voila, that felt like it took forever, but I got my egg right, cheese, lavish, egg white, did I say that? Egg white, lavish wrap, cheese wrap, and then I got my fruit and cottage cheese mixed, and now I'm gonna eat and go to work. What's up? I didn't see you there. I'm just trying to keep it interesting. I'm just trying to change up my location a little bit. It's about 3. So weird. It's about 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Like I said earlier, in the morning when I was eating my breakfast, I like to start eating my breakfast a little bit later in the day, and then I just kind of push my meals to a little bit later in the day. And honestly, that's just what I have found personally works for me. And kind of my hunger cues when I like to snack, when I get hungry. And again, that works for me. Doesn't mean it's gonna work for you, but it's more so just a reminder to really just be aware and mindful of when you actually feel hungry during the day, when you like to enjoy snacks, things like that, and kind of base your meals and your snacks around that. And now it's lunchtime. So, what's up, y'all? I love to meal prep, and I meal prep because it gives me convenient, healthy options that I can pre-log into my MyFitnessPal throughout the week. And it's about, an hour or so out of my Sunday that I prep lunches for myself, and I'll either prep 1 or 2 dinners for Ruben and I, my boyfriend. And again, it just sets us up for success throughout the week to where I don't have to worry about spending time in the middle of the day or end of the night when I'm just hungry, I want to eat and go to bed, or whatever it may be. I know I'm going to have a really healthy option that fits my macros. I know I'm going to have that available. So that is why I like to meal prep. It's not something everyone has to do. I know some people hate it, but that's my preference. And so for lunches this week, I'm doing on the base spaghetti squash that I cooked in the Instant Pot. If you have an Instant Pot and you like spaghetti squash, it takes like 7 minutes. It's so fast. It's so quick. Highly recommend cooking your spaghetti squash within an Instant Pot. And then on top, this second base, it is like a ground turkey pesto spinach mix. So basically all it is, it's a pound of 99% fat-free ground turkey that I bought at Publix. And then I mixed that with, I think it was about a 10-ounce jar, a small jar of, it was sun-dried tomato pesto. Mixed that within the ground turkey once it was cooked. Then I mixed in a bag of spinach, sauteed that, got the spinach nice and not bulky, I guess if you want to say. Then I also mixed in about a tablespoon of minced garlic because I love minced garlic. And then I just topped the turkey, with salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder because I put those things on literally everything. But then I topped it with some grated, can y'all see that? Some grated Parmesan cheese. And so it's a really hearty meal that's going to keep me full, but it's pretty low calorie because on the base, I'm starting with spaghetti squash, and that would be an example of high volume food to where I can eat more of that for lower calories because, again, spaghetti squash, it's a vegetable, and so it's going to have much lower carbs than, regular noodles. And there's nothing wrong with carbs. I love carbs. I love noodles. I love pasta. I love rice. I love it all. Give it all to me. But, again, right now I am in a cut, so I do just kind of have to decide where I really want to put some of my carbs during the day. And I like to put a lot of those within breakfast, within my pre-workout snack, and also some of my nighttime snacks because I love to end the night with a little snack. That's what works for me. And I also typically drink kombucha each day. I'll typically drink like half a bottle a day. because that's about like a serving size. And I love it because it's a little bit of a nice change up from water, because I do drink so much water. And kombucha is a fermented tea, so it's just really great for gut health, can really help just get all the good bacteria going in there, really just create a very happy little environment in there. But yeah, so that's my lunch for the week. And again, I pre-log all of my foods into MyFitnessPal. So last night before I went to bed, I pre-logged everything that I was gonna be eating today. And it takes about 5 minutes out of my night, 5 to 10 minutes max. And basically then I know what I'm gonna be eating throughout the day, and I know that I'm gonna be hitting my macros because I did it last night, and I don't have to worry about it during the day. So if you count macros, and if you don't pre-log your food yet, highly recommend. It is time for the workout. So today I am doing legs. And if I'm doing a lower body workout, I typically like to push that till later in the day, just so I have some more food in my system. And Ruben's traveling this week, so I can kind of just do whatever with my schedule. So that's why I'm kind of going a little bit late. It is like 6 p.m. But to get ready for this workout, to get pumped, first of all, I'm a Bowmar nutrition athlete, so I do use their products, but I use them because I love them. And I do a scoop of their pre-workout, and personally, I love the sour gummy flavor. It is pretty spot on with like, Trolli gummy worms. It's like the citrus flavor of those, which I'm a big citrus fan. My mouth's like watering talking about it. So I do a scoop of that. And then I do half a scoop of their creatine, and I do half a scoop to where it comes out to be about like 4 grams or so of creatine. Pre-workout in general has caffeine in it, so that in itself can give you like a boost of energy because of the caffeine. But I really like their pre-workout because there's no beta alanine, so it doesn't leave you feeling jittery. It can really help with endurance. It can kind of just help you get a pump, so more blood flow to your muscles, so more energy, potentially more strength, more energy, and again, more pump to your muscles, so you look jacked. And so shake that up with about 8 ounces of water. And honestly, during my workout, I just drink like out of my hydro jug, and I typically just mix like Propel or something in here because I like Propel. Sometimes I'll do like Bowmar Nutrition Essential amino acids, but typically I may just go with Propel or something like that. And then I always get my pre-workout snack, and this is where a lot of my carbs went right now. So I have and this plate is like ugly, I'm sorry. It's not like aesthetic or anything. But I have a banana, I have some butter snap pretzels, which these things are the goat. Look, butter snap pretzels from Snyder's. These are amazing. They're addictive. I always remember eating them in like 3rd grade because our teacher always had them. So now I'm in love with them again. And then I'm doing a tablespoon of the Bowmar Nutrition Buckeye butter. This is amazing. It's basically chocolate peanut butter. It tastes like a melted like Reese's in peanut butter form. And it's a little bit lower in fat, a little bit higher in protein than typical peanut butter. So right here you can see I have pretzels and bananas. This is mostly just carbs to kind of just give me some glycogen stores to really have that energy and fuel for my muscles during my workout. And then the Buckeye butter, the basically peanut butter, it's just a little bit of a source of protein to also then help replenish, any damage done to my muscles during that workout. Just help muscle. Protein helps your muscle repair and recover. Some spoons and forks. All right, y'all. Obviously, I'm in my workout gear still, so that means I've finished my workout. I know it's a bit late again. A little bit of off schedule this week. It's like 8:30, so this is a little bit of a late dinner. Probably typical to what I would do, but we're here. We're gonna be eating it, and then so I'm gonna be doing this dinner, and then I have one more little snack I'm gonna do. And basically for dinners, earlier I talked about meal prepping. So meal prepping is, prepping like the entire meal ahead of time, to where it was like I had a specific type of turkey to pair it with like spaghetti squash and the Parmesan cheese, and like that in itself is a whole meal. For dinners though, and since Ruben is traveling a little bit more now, to where I just kind of want to provide a little bit more mix and match type of things, I would say I food prep to where, I cook like a certain type of protein, I maybe cook some veggies and things like that on the side, and then, different types of carbs. So then, rather than like cooking an entire meal, you can kind of just mix and match as you go throughout the week. So for this week, I cooked for myself some cauliflower rice and then some ground beef, and then, you know, I have like frozen veggies in the fridge if I wanted more of those, and also like canned veggies as well. So this week though, with what I'm doing with this, I'm kind of doing like a Mexican style theme, to where I'm doing cauliflower rice on the bottom, and then I'm topping it with some lean ground beef that I did season with taco seasoning. And then of course I'm gonna top it with some expertly paired for tacos cheese. I'm gonna do half a serving of that, and then I'm gonna be topping it with some taco sauce. And so I'm gonna be turning it into a little bit of like a Mexican type of themed dinner. And then last night I did the same thing, and I also paired it with corn to add up some more veggies to it, but obviously it's a little bit more carbs. And today, I put that towards breakfast, and I put some kiwi in my breakfast instead. Yum! Hi! I'm back again in my cozies. I'm about to, I'm gonna have my snack, my nighttime snack, watching some America's Got Talent because it's fun, and gonna eat this, gonna get some more work done, and then again, I'm gonna shower, get ready for bed, the whole 9 yards. But my nighttime snack, and again, I usually really like to have a nighttime snack. That's just personally me, and I like to usually be something a little bit sweeter. So this is, I use like Jell-O sugar-free pudding mixes, and this is white chocolate, and I make it with fat-free Fairlife milk. So it's like no fat, it's low carb, it's higher protein, so it's super macro friendly. It's a really great snack if you are in a cut, looking for something kind of satisfy that sweet tooth, and obviously save the macros and save the calories. And then I had a little bit of fat macros left for the day, and again, I planned this all last night, but I topped it with a tablespoon of, again, the Bomar Nutrition Buckeye butter, because I love chocolate and peanut butter. And then I topped it with two servings, so it was like 4 tablespoons of Ready Whip fat-free whipped cream. And again, you don't have to make like all these substitutions for low fat or like sugar-free types of things. But again, because I am at a cut, I do make some of these substitutions just so I can still eat the things I enjoy while fitting it into my macros and being able to eat larger quantities of it. Because again, I don't think you need to cut anything out of your diet. And that is something that I try to preach and talk about so often. You don't have to cut anything out of your diet to reach your goals, but sometimes, you know, with the different goals, it's just maybe about finding like different ways to enjoy it and kind of find different substitutes to fit it in. Hello, we are right back where we started. And yes, I look like a monster in the morning and at night. The face just isn't necessarily cooperating with me, so we're trying to make it work and just keeping it very raw and real with y'all. But aside from my scary looking face, I'm so happy y'all tagged along with me for a full day of eating. You really got to see literally everything that I eat during the day, from when I wake up to when I go to bed. And hopefully, as you saw, I really just try to eat balanced meals, really just fit in a lot of nutrients, a lot of protein, fiber, carbs, fats, all of that, because I do count my macros. Personally, for me, that's just what I really enjoy. It allows me to hit my goals, and it allows me to do that in an efficient way, knowing that I'm eating enough for whatever specific goal I'm working towards. And personally, I do feel that it is something that can keep me a little bit more on track, if you want to call it. But I also feel that it's very flexible for me. So again, just because macros work for me doesn't mean it has to be something that everyone does. Just the way that I approach nutrition during certain phases, and also it's what I work with my Dairy Girl Fitness clients. So aside from that, thank you again for tagging along with my full day of eating. If you liked this video, I would appreciate a little bit of love if you really want to give me some. If you like down here, like the video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of what's going on in my life, and leave a comment below if you have any questions. If you liked it, just let me know what's up. Hit me up. Let's talk. Let's communicate. And again, I appreciate all the support, all the love, and I hope y'all are able to just see that reaching your goals doesn't have to be restrictive. It doesn't have to be miserable. You can fit in foods you enjoy. It's really just all about moderation, right? And I like to take the all foods fit approach, and I hope that's something that you were able to see throughout this video.